Let's talk more about D.C. pressuring big tech and bring in Anish Chopra, who is the former White House chief technology officer under President Obama. He currently heads Care Journey. And what do you think about this, Anish? Is this a situation where no matter what you do, you're damned?
Well, there's the theater to some degree, hearings that will kind of shine light on information we largely know. There is a quiet and strengthening movement that suggests that we need to have some pro-market, pro-innovation policies as it relates to gatekeepers on what was previously the open internet. So there may be, among the noise in the Venn diagram that Joe is aligning, there may be some incremental steps that will create more competition that'll be, frankly, better for the American economy. And I think that's where we should put our time and energy. How do we ensure the jobs and industries of the future will be born on these increasingly what I'll call gatekeeper-led platforms?
Okay, nobody's going to disagree with you on thinking that we need to be innovation-friendly, on that we need to make sure we are creating more jobs and opportunities. When it comes to technology, it's just how you get to that. I'm not even sure what you mean.
Well, so here's a pragmatic point of view. So the app stores, the Apple case that was highlighted, to some degree, we are in a duopoly where you basically only get apps on your respective phones through the big sort of central stores, the Apple Store, the Google Android Store. But what if I had the freedom to bring apps to my phone because I necessarily knew about them or a friend shared? I don't need to go through the App Store where they have terms and conditions that maybe make it less financially advantageous to the app. If I had the freedom to use my phone in the way that I want, might I have more ability to find that next version of Apple or Google or Twitter that's not yet the household name? So to some degree, this is about our rights and how we interact.
I get that, Anish, but at the same time, if you're not somebody who's cutting edge with doing these things, I appreciate having one place where it's easy to find what I may or may not be looking for. I don't particularly care who, as a consumer, I think more consumers think, hey, it's easy, it's right here. I definitely understand complaints from competitors who say, hey, I want more of the mind share, I want an easier way to do it, and I don't want to pay you anything for it. But from the consumer's perspective, I don't know.
Simplicity. Let's separate out the ease of experience, which is I like to shop on the App Store. They highlight and promote things that are relevant for me. That deserves compensation for sure. The question is, to the extent that we have what I'll consider to be more open connectors, so that if there are these early indicators and people that are adopters to test out what works and the word will spread widely, those may not necessarily be constrained by having to pay extra fees just to get access to basic features of the phone. So the real principle here is what constitutes effectively the net neutrality for the mobile internet. And we saw that debate. We were pretty clear in the 2000s, 2010s that we needed to have easy access or open access to the pipes to our home. I think the debate now is, what does it mean to have open access to the phone? And it may not require a lot of congressional action. There may be some mixture of consensus amongst the industry and maybe some political pressure through some of the lawsuits activities that get us to a place that is a cake and eat it too option. And that's what I'm hoping for, is a little bit of a step in the direction of more competition.
Got it. Anish, thank you. I think it's a very kind of difficult road to kind of see and see through all of it, but we appreciate your help kind of guiding us down it.
Thank you.
Thanks.